Viewers and listeners, I welcome you to this channel. In today's video, I want to talk about some of the institutions in Ghana that are not functioning up to the standard. The first institution I want to talk about is the Birth and Death Registry. I want you to expect some frustrations if you lose your birth certificate, you give birth to twins, or you exceed a certain age in Ghana. Probably from 60, 65 to 70s, you must expect frustrations because at those ages, you won't be able to get a birth certificate in Ghana. So let's say you lose your birth cert. Ghana Birth and Death Registry, currently as I'm talking, do not produce a reprint of your own birth certificate. So if you lose it, you have to apply for a new one. So let's say you apply for a birth cert in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s. And in your 70s, you lost it. If you are going for a reprint, they don't do reprint. So you have to apply for a new one. But according to the Ghana laws, at some age, you cannot apply for the birth cert. So you did it earlier, you lost it, but you won't be able to get it at those ages. It doesn't make sense. In this age, in this time that we live in, they cannot get a reprint for you. Instead, you have to reapply again. So please, I want you to keep your birth certs very, very safely. Because if you lose it and you are at those ages, you won't be able to retrieve it. Also, I want you to expect frustrations if you give birth to twins. If you give birth to twins and you are going to apply for their birth certificate in Ghana, only one child's birth certificate will be printed. I don't know why, but based on my knowledge and experience in the IT side, I think the variables they use to differentiate individuals are very, very limited. You can't be using fewer variables because if you use limited variables, the system will find it difficult to differentiate between the children, especially if they bear the same name, because no matter what, they have the same date of birth. So please, Ghana Birth and Death Registry, you need to expand your variables. You have to include the time of birth. You have to include other variables, okay? Other variables that will help the system to differentiate between the two children. You have to design systems in the hospitals so that if somebody goes to give birth, the hospital can enter the accurate data into your database so that you will have the accurate information on the children. Explore and expand the variables. Include date, include time. Okay? Apart from the date of birth, you have to include the time of birth. You have to include the minute, the hour, and even the seconds of birth, if possible. Expanding those variables will be easier for the system to make the difference. Please, it is your duty and responsibility to ensure that every person in the country enjoys your services. But if you keep on doing what you are doing right now, then you'll be causing a lot of frustrations to people. Also, if you are somebody who is older and you cannot get birth certificate based on Ghana laws, then you should be able to get an attestation from the Birth and Death Registry indicating that you do not qualify for birth certificate and you did not even apply for birth certificate when you were born, or you had one and you misplaced it, but currently because of your age, you cannot get a birth cert. That one too, Ghana Birth and Death Registry does not have anything like that. So please and please expect all these frustrations. If you were initially unaware about it, currently you are aware of it. So please share this video so that people can be aware of what is happening at the Birth and Death Registry and the frustrations they should expect. Let us voice out so that those institutions can function properly to serve the people of the country. Thank you for having the time to watch this video. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that we can all grow this channel together.